Hey, I'm Gigi and I am the Amazon interview whiz. If you know my stuff, of course you know the drill. Feel free to skip the intro. The link is in the description as always. If you don't know my stuff, I worked for Amazon for just short of 5 years. And in that time, I interviewed and led about 350 interviews and also trained and qualified as an Amazon interview bar raiser. If you don't know what an Amazon interview bar raiser is, they're about 5% of the population, especially trained, and their responsibility on top of their day job is to facilitate the interview process. They are the ultimate decision maker as to whether to hire a candidate or not. Now, I bar raised across tech and non-tech, across many different continents and countries, and dozens of different job families. I've hired hundreds of Amazonians. So trust me, I know exactly what it takes to get hired at Amazon. Today's video is all about graduates. I get so many messages from graduates, and this is a really key theme to what I hear from them, which is they're really concerned that because they're graduates, they haven't got sufficient professional experience to provide the type of examples that obviously they're reading about and hearing about on my material and all of the other Amazon interview training material out there. And they literally send me messages and I can almost see the panic in their eyes. So this is for you guys to try and quell some of that panic before you send me or anybody else a message, which is don't worry if you don't have sufficient professional experience in order to be able to come up with as many examples for the leadership principles as you have to prepare for interview. You can absolutely use examples from your experience at school, uni, whatever terminology you use for it. So anything that you've done in terms of projects or clubs or societies or events that you've put together, all of those things can be used as examples in your interview. The trick is you have to really think about how you create the equivalency. So in interview, you're going to be asked, for example, to give an example about a time where you had a disagreement with a colleague. So that's easy if you're thinking about something in a professional context. We all know who our colleagues are in a professional context. But translate that to a school or a university environment, and you can think about your colleagues as maybe if you were running a society and there's a committee that you run the society with, those committee members are your colleagues. Or if you're doing a project and you've got a group of you on this project, well, there you go. Those people on the project with you, they're your colleagues. Equally, maybe you might be asked a question about customers at a time when you, you disagreed with a customer about something. So again, in a business context, super clear who the customer is. If you're thinking about school or university or whatever it is, you need to think slightly differently. And maybe the customer is other students. If you created an event that was meant for other students, the other students become your customers. So you absolutely don't need to have bags and bags of professional experience. And maybe you haven't had a ton of internships. Maybe you didn't even manage to get any internships. Honestly, it doesn't matter. If you're coming through on the graduate recruitment program, it is absolutely expected that that will be the case. So just really spend time thinking about your academic career history, everything that you've done at school, at university, and think about how you can translate the concepts of the leadership principles into the scenarios from your school. And most of all, don't panic. There's a lot of information out there about Amazon, and it's absolutely primarily tailored towards people who do have that professional experience. Absolutely, the people who are interviewing you on the graduate program, I've bar raised many times on the graduate program, and they are all tuned in to the reality of the context in which you are coming from. So if you can just focus on those leadership principles, translate them into the language of your academic career and things you did in your academic history, you will be absolutely fine. So I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you found it useful and insightful. But if you're one of those people that would like a bit more comprehensive interview preparation support, then I suggest you click on this video here, where you'll find out more information about the Amazon Interview Wiz Academy, which is my affordable solution for more comprehensive, intense interview preparation support. If you want to just stick with my free stuff, that's super cool. It's absolutely there as a gift for you. So until next time, and I hope to see you soon.